What is up, everybody? Is this you? Is this what you look like, all bored in the quarantine lockdown? Are you bored and losing your mind, wondering, where could I go fishing? Well, I'm going to keep you from talking to your friend Wilson today. I'm going to show you where you can go fishing and what you can expect out there. The best quarantine fishing spots that I found were in Southern California, where nobody seems to give a freak about what the government says. The first park I'm going to recommend is Lake. It is open from sunrise to sunset, and it has 3 different lakes. It's loaded with fish and still being stocked. This place is pretty good for bank fishing for bass and has pretty decent sized catfish. Another similar local park in the Southern California area is El Dorado Regional Park. This park has exactly the same features as Lake, but it is in a slightly nicer neighborhood. Which reminds me, Echo Park is also open for fishing, but that one unfortunately is in a very bad neighborhood. If you're open to go on a longer drive, then the best quarantine fishing spot that I recommend for you is Big Bear Lake in California, and also a few miles down, Green Valley Lake. The easiest way to catch fish at all of these lakes are using the Carolina rig and putting power bait on the end of it, a little ball with green power bait. If not, fishing worms are also easy. And if you're up for the challenge, the Kastmasters also seem to work. And if you still feel unsure of these fishing spots, feel free to check out my videos that might be found in the description below, and I will show you how to fish at Big Bear, Green Valley Lake, and Lake. But before you go out there and enjoy yourself, there are a few things that I think you should know. I'm sure you noticed by now, most people out there are not wearing their masks. Another thing you might have noticed are that the streets are very empty. And due to the streets being empty, many animals have got comfortable coming out and roaming the streets. The chances of running into wildlife right now are very likely. So have your cameras ready or be ready to run, because you never know what you might see. Some people even claim to have seen Bigfoot families come out and play. Which reminds me, if you're into Bigfoot, be sure to check out my other videos, which might also be found in the description below. Here is another example of what you might see while going out fishing during the quarantine lockdown. Rumor has it that this was in Texas, where those crazy people go noodling. I don't know if this creature was really part of the local wildlife in Texas. Rumor has it that this anaconda had belonged to a local resident that goes by the name of Johnny Sins, or another local resident called Mandingo. That big lump looks like it had just eaten a human body. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish by hitting it or chasing it down. What would you have done? Would you have ran? Personally, I wouldn't appreciate somebody grabbing my anaconda like that, especially if it were a dude. What would you do? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I was going to ask you guys, if you know of any good fishing spots that are open during this quarantine, good for quarantine fishing, then please let me know in the comments below if I didn't mention it in this video. Also, many of these private lakes are not supposed to be operating because they are businesses, so if you could do me a favor and just keep it on the down low. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, the world is yours to explore.